Hi there, this is Love, and I am going to talk again about a fragrance. Like I said, I like doing videos, redo the videos. Sometimes I get different information, so feel free to check my old video on that one. It is Dior Sauvage, Eau de Parfum. And there's so many questions that arise when you're choosing to buy and wear Dior Sauvage. First one, it's like probably the most popular designer fragrance out there. Is it worth it? And it's like, I remember buying this bottle, like it's pretty cheap. I even bought it on retail and it was very cheap. So yeah, it's pretty much worth it because it's if you really like it, it's not like that pricey, and it's like very well done. Projection on that one is incredible. Performance in general is great. Like sillage is like super huge because of the ambroxan. Ambroxan, like it's a synthetic component that projects a lot and smells like a bit soapy, but really high quality. Um, there's other questions that one might ask regarding this fragrance. One of them is, why choose the eau de parfum when there is the parfum and there is the eau de toilette and there's the cool spray, but forget about that one. Like, I didn't try it that much, but it's really just a gentler, even version of Sauvage. The eau de toilette is amazing. It's like, it's a revolution. You know, in perfumery, it's one of those fragrances that is like, okay, that's a real nice catch, you know, real nice product from Dior. And, you know, it's like this brand, like Sauvage, like the Sauvage and its flankers are like the top sellers in the world. You can smell them everywhere, and it's for a good reason. It works. It just like works. It's awesome. It smells like a. I think it smells a bit like a shower gel, especially the eau de toilette version, but super hot and like super. It still smells like pretty. You can dress up wearing Sauvage, you know. I wouldn't like dress up wearing Sauvage, but you can pull off like the blazer and the uh, yeah, shirts and polos and everything. But you can also wear like very street kind of streetwears and everything. You can do everything you want with that one, and that's one of the things that attracts people a lot about Sauvage. Is it is like super versatile. You can wear that in the while going to work, while enjoying the evening, on any situation. This one is just good. Like, it's always perfect for any kind of situation that you could encounter. It smells strong. It smells kind of strong. It smells like, I think everyone has smelled something like that, you know, because it's so popular. And there's all these other fragrances that are just like Sauvage. So I'm talking about Prada Luna Rossa Carbone. Um, anyway, you know, it's a hype. You know, it's a must smell. You know, that kind of the ambroxan fragrances, must smell. You need to smell that at least once. Um, so, continuing on the question, why the eau de parfum? The eau de toilette, really nice, top-notch fragrance. Afterwards, they released the eau de parfum, and it is thicker and has like these added notes like of vanilla and everything, and it just gets it more sensual, more dark. Like, it's very like a darker mood. It's mysterious. I think the call for that one was like dark and mysterious, which is what I always aspire to be. So because I've got like this very dark hair and everything. So I'm all in for the eau de parfum. That's why I chose that one, in fact. But afterwards, I can tell you that I tried the Parfum version, which is a nice fragrance, but notably the weakest of them all. Less sillage, less longer lasting. Like it's not a very long lasting fragrance. It smells good, but it's kind of like the other two. So it's kind of like if you would take the other two and did a less good version, and it cost more. So really go for the eau de parfum on that one, or the eau de toilette. It really depends, because the eau de toilette is pretty crisp, pretty nice, more like youthful and juvenile, and a lot more versatile. This one, like the eau de parfum, is noticeably less versatile because it's thicker and have more notes, and it's more dense, but it's very dark and mysterious and sensual and very sexy. So this one, and the person who convinced me to buy that was a girl that worked in another completely other store, and I was speaking to her about like fragrances, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know much about fragrances, but I know for sure that if I had to like buy a fragrance, a masculine fragrance for myself because it smells so good, it would be Sauvage." And we went and like tried it out. So it was a pretty fun experience, but also it characterizes that this fragrance is pretty unisex too. You know, everyone can pull that off. It's very, very versatile, and I think it just smells universally very sexy. You know, it's just that kind of smell that you don't really associate with anything. It smells clean but dirty. You know, it's that kind of soapy, put together, very nice feel, but also that kind of dirtiness added with the elemi note and the kind of a smokiness too. But it's just perfect. I've made a video on that too. I layer it with Ombre Leather by Tom Ford. Try it out. It's a really good fragrance to layer because it's basically like an ambroxan bomb, and if you want to add a little flavor to it, you can use a simple fragrance that has like not many notes, and that could be a good combination. I'm pretty sure that it would fit well with like a very simple rose fragrance, for instance. That would be like very like suave and maybe romantic too. And also, why choose Sauvage when you can choose Luna Rossa Carbone, which is like cheaper? I will say I would maybe choose Luna Rossa Carbone over the Eau de Toilette version of Sauvage, because they're both very crisp and very like youthful, but Luna Rossa Carbone has a really nice lavender note that I really enjoy, and maybe it's even less dirty. Like it's a really clean Sauvage, like the Luna Rossa Carbone by Prada. But compared to this one, it's like it's not. It cannot like be my vibe, you know, because and in fact, I was once a real snob, like I said in the other video, and wore Luna Rossa Carbone just because I didn't like the hype of Sauvage. I was like starting out and was kind of an idiot. But when I really tried Sauvage, I was like, this is insane, and this goes like, it suits me so well. And I have this friend who is not really into fragrances but wanted to have one, and I gave him a little tester of Luna Rossa Carbone, and it fitted him so well and so much better than on me. It fitted me well, like that fragrance, but I was just like, this is his vibe, you know, and it's like a more gym vibe, more more lighter vibe, And I've tried on him the eau de parfum Sauvage, and it doesn't fit as well on him as on me. So I was like, one day we'll like go out together and go to bars and stuff, and we'll each wear our own Mbrox bomb, and we'll be like the perfect duo. I have seen someone on internet comparing that to a night at Roxbury, and I am very pleased because this movie is very good, although very awkward. But still, it's like all these Ambroxan fragrances are most likely killers. You know, it's super good. Everyone likes the Ambroxan. You know, it's like something that people just enjoy. And I've seen people in my entourage that were skeptical about Sauvage, and I tried it on some paper, and they were like, smells like this, smells like that. I don't like it. It smells like a someone even told me that it smells like an old girl. You know, it's like a 40 like it smells like a 47 to 48-year old girl, and that person was a 47 48-year old girl. So I a woman, so I needed to reassure, no, you're not old. Old is in the head. And she was like, yeah, old is in the head, but that one would be for an older one. Anyway, what I mean to say by that is that afterwards I just put it on different occasions, and the same people were like, oh, this is so good. What are you wearing? Oh, you smell very good, you know. And that just tells like, let it settle a bit on the skin. Let it like just live with the intensity of Sauvage, and you will have so much fun. You know, it's just a fun fragrance. You smell that all the time in bars, and it kind of brings up like good memories of of the clubs and bars. So yeah, just go for. There's no wrong in going for what's popular. There's sometimes a really good reason why something is as popular as that, and this one, I must admit, it's very, very good. Also, some people might say, oh yes, but isn't that like a kind of a, douchey fragrance like Versace Eros? But I think Sauvage is much more distinguished. It's more popular too, but it's also, yeah, it has a certain elegance to it that Eros sort of has, but Eros is just like completely, this energy, this power, this is all like Eros is all about that kind of relationship to like the power, the energy, and Sauvage is more elegant, more refined a bit, and it doesn't scream as much. Most people won't even really notice you're wearing a fragrance until they really like get close to you and be like, oh, now I smell that it's you that is smelling like that in the air, and it's so good. You always get that. It's like, oh, it's you that smells like that. Oh my god, this is good. And yeah, dark, mysterious. Sache Ross is more like powerful and kind of super, yeah, maybe more douchey vibe, but a fantastic fragrance too. Versace Ross, fantastic, and I won't say otherwise. So, also like yeah, this last thing I need to say about it, the presentation is awesome. It's like that super nice bottle that, oh, it's gorgeous. The magnetic cap, that's like, oh, that clicks, super good. The atomizer, like, need I say more? It's a nice projectile. It sprays a lot of fragrance. It smells good. You can spray like that. You can spray at one spot. high quality thing here. And I'm looking forward to seeing other Dior fragrances. And I've been asking myself, will there be a new Sauvage? Will there be another fragrance that might be completely different from Sauvage, but that will grab as much attention? There must be some. There's always a fragrance of the generation. This is like the fragrance of the 2010 and maybe the 2020s, but will there be a new one in the 2020s? And is there a new one and it hasn't been discovered yet? I'm waiting for any input on that if you can. And also, remember to spread love all you can. Fragrances are all about love, self-love and love for the others. And spray love. Bye-bye.